anything like this, scratches, swirls, marring, and you want it to look more like this, stay tuned. I'll teach you exactly how I do it in today's video. It's all wrapped up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, DriveItRyan, and welcome to today's video. In the last video, we did a full PDR job, paintless dent removal or paintless dent repair. Took 80 plus dings out of the 1995 Miata. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. And if you're new to my channel, check out some of my other videos. So I'm going to show you my methods and how I am getting this paint as close to brand new as possible. I've been detailing on the side since I was like 12, and I've been learning the process of paint correcting and everything. I've worked with some of the best, and this is just what I'm doing and what works for me. And I'll share with you all the products I've used for this job, literally everything. I'll link everything below so that you could grab it for yourself if you want to attempt to do this yourself, which you probably should, because it's not that daunting of a task. But I'll put all the links below, whether it's an affiliate link or not. So it just makes it nice and easy for you. It takes all the guesswork out of it. And for those of you that don't know about affiliate links, it's not a scam or anything. It's just like another way for us YouTubers to make a little bit extra money. So like if I put an Amazon link in the description of a product, if you go to Amazon through that link and you purchase something from Amazon, I will get a very, very, very small percentage of that sale. That's all it is. It will use your same Amazon account, and that's it. It just helps me out just a little bit instead of like Patreon or like merch sales, which I will get into, but I don't want to prematurely drop merch until it's good. So let's start. I'm going to go through all the products I use for decontamination, and then I'll run through everything I'm using for compounds and polishes, and then what I'm going to use to seal it up. So let's get right to it. So over the winter, I'll probably do a full detail series where everything is step by step, like one video at a time. But for the sake of not missing any more track days, I'm just going to run you through the products I use for this job. So let's start at the very beginning. So the first thing I'll do is I'll wash the car. So I'll take my pressure washer, I'll give it a full rinse to get the bulk of it off. And then I'll take my decontamination soap from Obsessed Garage with a foam cannon, and I'll foam the whole car. I'll give it a hand wash with a microfiber pad. Then I'll rinse it off, and then I'll move on to removing the tar and soap. Removing tar and soap with the Stoner Car Care Tar and Soap Remover, or Tar-X by CarPro, but this is what I have right now and it works just fine. So I'll do that in spots where it needs it. I'll Iron X pretty much the whole car. It's safe to use on paint, wheels, everything. It'll react, it'll turn purple. It's real satisfying to watch. I'll agitate it where necessary, and then I will rinse off the car completely again. Then I'll probably foam it again and then rinse it, just so I know that there's no residues left. So once that's all done, we can move on to our clay bar. So for clay barring, I usually do like one panel at a time, or like a foot by foot or 2 by 2 section at a time. I'll spray it with wax enhancer. This is what I use. Once again, I'm not married to this product, but it works for me. You could use any sort of clay lube, really, but this is what I'll link below. And you need to use a good clay bar. So this is a Japanese wax I get from my local shop, Mance Automotive in Oakville, Connecticut. They always take care of me. In fact, they sold me the buffers that I use, and whenever I have any sort of issue, they take care of it, no problem. They're really, really good people right down the street. I want them to stay in business. So I get this Japanese clay from them, but you could also get it from, like, Adams has a good one. It's all over. Just try not to cheap out because you want soft clay that'll really get all the contaminants in and not, like if it's a hard clay, the contaminants will just be at the surface and you'll just keep scratching and marring the paint. So invest in a good clay. I'll put the link below. So once it's all clayed, I will use Carb Pro Eraser, which gets all the oils and residue and everything off of the paint. It's basically just like alcohol. So I will use that to get the paint clean and prepped for the next stage, which is going to be a cutting compound. So for paint corrections, I usually start with the least aggressive polish possible, see how it works, and then I get more and more aggressive. But for this car, it was pretty bad. So I went through just about every product I had until I went to the heavy stuff. Alpha Grit by Ardex. It always works for me. I use that with a cutting pad, which is this or this. I wish they made them the same color, but this is a more aggressive cutting pad than this, believe it or not. And I'll show you my methods of doing that because you could easily screw that up. So I use that, and then once again, I'll use the eraser after I'm done polishing before I move on to the next step, which is Sonak's Perfect Finish. Absolutely love this stuff. It cuts a little bit. You can see cut gloss. So it starts off somewhat abrasive and then it gets finer and finer until you have like a mirror finish. Well, it's dusty now. This car gets dusty in like 2 seconds in this garage. But I'll use that with a finishing pad, and then stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how and what I'm gonna use to seal the car up. Is it gonna be wax? Is it gonna be a sealant? Is it gonna be a ceramic coating? You'll find out.
I'm taking a quick lunch break. Stop at Salford Falls. It's insanity over here. Look at this. It doesn't help that I have to pee right now. Goodness. Up here. Thank God for this thing. I've been beat-bopping this thing around and she's been solid while the other two cars are getting worked on. So it's time to get to work, show you exactly how to do everything. By the way, I don't actually do this in real life when I do paint corrections. This is pretty much for YouTube, for the thumbnails. It's hard to see on camera, but yeah, I showed you in the intro. It's because the garage is covering the lights, you can't see crap. So I flipped the car around. This side is polished, looks real nice. And I'll show you how to do everything on the trunk. So you can see with the lights on. It's disgusting, it's so bad. So I got Shannon the Cannon set up. I'm gonna put my strap on my head and we're gonna get to work. So this is really hard to tell if the GoPro's pointing in the right direction. But I'm gonna do my best here. So I got my high buff 21mm DA dual action. So it's not like a rotary where it just spins around one axis. It's dual action like this. So it's safer to use than a rotary. Less chances of burning through the paint. So that's what I'm going to use. And for people who don't have a lot of experience, that's what I would start with too. So I'm going to get some on the pad. This is Ardex Alpha Grit with the cutting pad. This is a brand new pad, so I'm using kind of a lot here to prime the pad. You wouldn't use this much every time. I already got this wiped off with Car Pro Eraser. We're going to put this on 0 or 1, the lowest speed. We'll just do one section here. We'll do the right side. So we're gonna get a little bit of cutting compound all around where we're working. Should be enough. All right, we're gonna start on a low speed to spread it. Spread, we can work it speed up a little bit. Right about there. We're just gonna go up, back and forth. Keep the pad flat with a little bit of pressure. Not a lot of pressure. So back and forth, up and down. And then side to side. Then I like to go crisscross. Increase speed a little bit. Oh, see, it starts to sling if you go too fast. That's why I have that on there, to protect the hard top. I mean the soft top. 'Cause once the polish hardens up, it's hard to get out. Keep working it back and forth now. This should be cutting it quite a bit. Always remember to just keep it flat. I'll do one more pass up and down. Pretty much until you see the compound start to clear up. The haze will start to go away. You see some of those scratches are deep. Gotta take your time with it. These kind of jobs take a real long time. Especially when it's 2 or 3 stages. This car is only going to take 2 stages. Alright. I'll do one more pass. Alright, so I think this trunk is going to take quite a bit of work, but let's get a clean towel, wipe it down. I always use brand new stuff. Wipe this away. The next step, the Sonac's Perfect Finish, comes off way easier. Why is there a number 6 on here? I don't want that on there. All right. So that's after just one pass. You can see the difference is incredible. Took it down quite a bit. Got rid of like a lot of the deep stuff, a lot of the hazing. I don't know if you can see it on a GoPro. Maybe I'll grab my phone, but look, you can see my reflection. Way better than this side. So that's after one pass. I might do another pass with the heavy cut because this trunk is terrible. Some of the side panels aren't as bad. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this trunk with the heavy cut, and then I'll show you how to do the Sonac's Perfect Finish, and this thing should be pretty mint. The difference already is absolutely amazing. So I did 2 passes with the Alpha Grit and the cutting pad, and like 90% of the scratches, like pretty much everything is out except for like this stuff is right through the clear coat, so nothing I can do about that really. I used my Mini with a cutting pad for all the edges here and for like around here. Came out great. So next step is going to be Sonac's Perfect Finish. This it cuts a little bit and then it gets finer and finer until it's brightens everything up, levels it out. Think of paint as like peaks and valleys. You want to get those as little as possible. And the very last step after polishing is the sealant. Well, I can't give it away. Whatever you seal the paint with will smooth out all those peaks and valleys, and that's what gives you that high gloss look. So I'm going to do this next. It's the same exact method, so I'll probably just time lapse it. Put a little bit on the pad, a little squirt, 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 squirt. If you have a brand new car, this is probably good enough just to get the paint right. People think when you buy a brand new car that it's perfect when you get it, but it's not. So if I got a brand new car right now from a dealership, I would get this and a polishing pad. I would dial in the paint and then I would ceramic coat it. That's definitely what I would do. Brand new paint, ceramic coat it, easy washing, good to go. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with this car, but you know what? I'm not gonna ceramic coat it, I'll tell you right now. But let's finish up this trunk. Let's prime the pad with Perfect Finish. Same method like I said. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but the paint will get brighter. It'll look nice and glossy, deep. So deep you could dive in it. Let's see. Oh man, it feels so slick. This is before anything's on it. Oh yeah, it's amazing, amazing. This makes me happy. People wonder why I'm so like OCD and then why I worry about this stuff. I don't know, I just want it to be right. I like things to be a certain way. It's a gift and a curse. Whew. Crazy. Man, this strap-on does a number on my forehead. All right, so it looks great. I'm going to finish the entire car, so it's gonna be a while for me, and we'll see how it looks in the end. But I'm pretty excited. I got this whole side to do. This side is already pretty much done and polished. It's so nice, so nice. We're getting there. Done. She's looking glossy and deep. So my buddy Corey came over the other night, helped me bang out the rest of the car, and I am pretty happy with it. Looks pretty darn good to me. I can't say that I'm sad that it's done, because paint correcting takes absolutely forever, like a real long time. So we finished paint correcting it, and then I applied one of my favorite combos, and I'll explain why. Jescar Power Lock Plus and Colonite 845 insulator wax. So I didn't do a ceramic coating on this car because the paint's kind of old and has a lot of nicks and scratches straight through the clear, so eventually I'll probably do a respray, and this is easier to take off than a ceramic coating. So that being said, this doesn't last as long as an expensive ceramic coating, but I like to reapply it every 6 months anyways, and just get it back to looking like this. So, I don't know. This has worked for me for a long time, and I love the way it looks, love the outcome. So for the Jescar Power Lock Plus synthetic sealant, you apply it, go around the whole car, let it dry to a haze, and then take it off. I applied it with a hex pad from Obsessed Garage. These are sweet. Real nice and easy, nice little grip. And then you gotta let it cure for like 3 hours in the air before you apply anything on top of it. Gotta let it, form to the paint. And then the next morning, we put on Colonite 845 insulator wax. So this is like an organic wax, where this is synthetic. This is what adds that real deep, wet look where looks like you could just dive right in. Look at that. You see? So that same thing, apply it with a hex pad. I have them different colors so I don't get them mixed up. And then you just take it off with a microfiber. And that's that. You could apply this to the glass too, or we did. So it's like, I do have a new ceramic glass coating that I'm going to try out, but that'll be for another video. And yeah, so I'll link these two products below. I'll link everything below that I use for this job. Absolutely everything. So it takes all the guesswork and thinking out of it for you. So in the future, when I do my maintenance washes, I use Bead Maker as a drying aid. It smells good, works great. This has been one of my favorite products for a very long time. I'm going to try a different drying aid by Obsessed Garage that everyone's hooting and hollering about lately, because I'm just curious what all the fuss is about, because this seemed pretty good to me, but I'm willing to try new things. So that is it. This morning I went ahead, polished up the door jambs, the door sills I should say. If you refer back to my video where I installed this, I said I'm gonna uninstall it, paint correct the car, seal it up, and put it back together. So that's exactly what I did. And it came out great. All this stuff here, straight through the clear. It looked like someone with work boots or high heels was getting in and out of this. So this side is worse than the other side, but came out pretty good. Definitely better than it was, that's for sure. But I'm very excited because now we can start cranking out more content. Next, we're gonna roll the fenders, because
After that, we're going to drop it on some coilovers, not stance boy life, but we are going to drop it lower so you get a little better handling. Then I got a diff to install. Then I got to circle back on the BMW because I miss driving this car so much, and you know, I want to drive it before winter comes. So thank you all for tuning in again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try and be more consistent now that this job is done with trying to bang out installs and all kinds of videos. So thanks for your support. Don't forget to help me out. Click some of the affiliate links below. Get yourself some products to do this job. And have a good time. Let me know your methods for detailing a car, because I'm curious what works for everybody, because there's not one answer for how you detail a car. You know, there's many ways that work. So all right, I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.